Alright, so the camper is all finished. It's sitting on 12-inch caster wheels. I've already slept in this thing for... Tonight will be the 4th or 5th night, I believe. I sealed it 3 times on the outside with stain and sealer. It's about 380, 400 pounds. But it's actually super easy to move on these wheels, to be honest with you. Not much to look at on the outside. It's more squarish, you know what I mean? Because that gives me more room. Step inside. Got my heat in there going. Alright, everyone. So this is totally new to the channel, and this is a 4x4x8 camper. I'm not sure what size thickness plywood I used, but it's pretty decently thick. It's all the way sealed on the outside. I sealed it once on the inside. It's all the way caulked on the outside with outdoor caulk, actually Gorilla something, and Gorilla caulked on the inside as well. It's a simple build. I can't really explain it. I didn't do a build video on it, honestly, because I built this at 12 o'clock at night until about 3 in the morning. It was a 3-day build. And yeah, when I first started it, man, it was like 12 o'clock at night. And I was just so impatient. And I wanted to get it done. And I just figured I'd have the work to show afterwards, you know? Which ain't nothing special, but you know, I see everybody with campers and stuff like that. I'm like, man, these things are pretty slick. So I figured, hell, why not build one? So I did spend $1,600 on this one, though. So you know, stuff isn't really cheap anymore. So it's insulated with some actually thicker stuff. I don't know what it's called. I got it from Home Depot. It's cheap. It was like $27 a roll, 6x8. I used 2 of them. I should have done the ceiling. I might end up doing the ceiling, to be honest with you. I got a piece going across the floor. I do got pretty nice carpet in here too. Brand new carpet underneath this little black mat here on the floor. I just put this extra slab over here just for dirt reasons, to be honest with you. What else? So I got a table here with an actual power cord that can be plugged in, and this table has 2 USB ports and a wall port. So I got Alexa plugged into the wall port, and these lights right here. Yeah, I mean, that's about it, you know. It's a simple build. Sturdy build, that's for sure. It's It's on 12-inch caster wheels, which were $400, by the way. So, yeah, that was a part of the payment for sure. These wheels were the most expensive part, besides all the material put together. But, yep, the wheels definitely play a big part in this camper. Like I said, it's like 380, possibly 400 pounds, man. But when they're on 12-inch wheels, it's not too hard to push. The two front wheels up there by the door are swivel wheels, and then the two in the back are just the rigid, straight ones. My face is a little bit swollen. Out of nowhere, I got an infection from a tooth that had broke off or whatever, and so I went to the dentist, and they gave me stuff for it, whatever. But yeah, this camper is going to be part of the channel, you know. I might not be able to get it back into the woods because, you know, I'm more like, I don't know if anybody knows this, but I'm more like a nomad type of guy. And I don't want to, I don't have my license or anything like that. And I don't want them. I can get them, but I don't want them. I just rather stay out of people's way, you know, whatever is going to keep me out of trouble. God knows this last thing I need is to get pulled over and get hemmed up in some stupid way, you know, because that's just the way it works. But I built this just on caster wheels instead of buying a trailer for it, you know what I mean? But if I really need to, I'll just get a buddy, you know. We got woods all over the place. I'll help him, or I'll have him help me push it out to the woods, and I'll make the time worth it and stay out for like 2 days and do a 2-day camping video. But for now, I'm right outside the house. I've actually been sleeping in here every night, man. Like I said, it's like my 4th or 5th night. I can't remember. Yeah, I just kept watching people build, man. They were doing these DIY campers, and I was like, man, I gotta build one. And I was gonna do the poor man's fiberglass with the styrofoam board, but I just felt it wouldn't last forever. You know what I mean? Not like some good sealed wood, you know? So I didn't put a air hole, a vent in here. And if I did, it would be right here. Only because up front, at the bottom, I'll have to show you here in a bit. There's like about a 1/2 inch to 1 inch gap between the door and the actual framing. So it kind of lets air right up in there. But it's nothing that rain can get in at all. Just bugs in air. Air this baby out. I don't want to bake it too much. I'll get the smell stuck in this fabric on the walls, man. So Jamie Lawson, you ready to do some lives, dude? In your car camper and in this camper. Yeah, I definitely like I definitely like the miniature camper a lot more better than I do tent camping, that's for sure. You know, everybody wants a structure over them, you know what I mean? Not just a piece of fabric. I got to get some, probably 1x1. I'm going to frame this door out. That way it's not so flimsy. This piece of plexiglass, it's 30 by 20 something. 30 something by 20 something. I'm not too sure, but it was $60 for just this sheet right here. It's not even cut. So yes, if I was homeless or a nomad, I would definitely be living in this thing full time. Full time. I'd have a wood stove right here. Some metal sheeting over the wall. I wouldn't have this fabric right there at this part. I'd probably cut it right here. But I would definitely put a wood stove in here. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm plugged up to power right now, so you know, in the winter months and stuff, I probably am gonna put a wood stove in here because that's how I like to roll. So it ain't nothing but cutting a hole out the top, man. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this simple camper video, you know. It looks kind of weird from the outside because it's just a big square, you know. But I don't care. I got the tarp on there. Just because it's been raining a whole bunch lately, and this thing's totally waterproof. But I have like trust issues with myself, so I put the AquaQuest Defender tarp over it because I knew that was a worthy tarp. But the camp is it's totally waterproof. It rained for a few days on it. The thing is for some reason, like, water just wanted to kind of sit a little bit, you know. So I was like, well, I'll just put that tarp over it. I'm gonna have to figure something out with a piece of 2x4 across one end, you know what I mean, and make a little lean to the roof. Probably get a piece of sheet metal or something like that, you know. So I used Gorilla adhesive to stick all this stuff on. Sorry about the coughing, dude. This weed's good. We're supposed to get some wind and rain tonight. We'll see how that turns out. This thing shakes as much as a car, you know. It's all right though. Got some snacks down here. A couple of battery banks. Little trash can, a fan, a heater, nightlight. That's my big one. I don't want it to be pitch black in here because I closed my window curtain. Yeah. It's pretty simple, man. Pretty simple. Yeah, the videos just, you know, unless they're in the woods, won't be all that cinematic. Still hear the cops though. This is pretty cool, man. I just put this stuff on today. This, you know, insulation, carpet stuff, whatever. But it makes a big difference, that's for sure. As soon as I turn that heater on, man, it heats up in here and I gotta turn it off. I was sweating for 2 nights. I was using my sleeping bag though. I was like, man, this is more like a spare room. So I brought my actual pillow and blanket out. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be doing lots of camping in this, man. Alexa, is this supposed to rain tonight?
Overnight, you can look for rain and snow, with temperatures around 37 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's new. I did not expect that. I swear. I didn't. That sucks. Rain and snow, huh? So that means the temperatures are going to drop. It's already 40. It says it's 39 right now. Oh, no, that's 3 a.m. I'm sorry. Alexa, what's the temperature out right now?
Right now, it's 42 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, 42 for sure. So it is going to drop tonight, which means that heater is going to be needed. There was high winds, man. I didn't... for the first 3 days, I didn't have this thing on wheels. I was just set up on some 2x4s right across, you know. But I still slept in it, though. Just because I was excited, I was like, dude, it's coming along. I got latch locks on it and stuff like that, and handles and stuff. I was going to put some big barn handles on the back end of it. That way when I'm moving it, I can kind of push it like this and not have to grab it. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how this thing does. In some high winds, it'll probably shake a bit, but it was sturdy as can be on the ground. Didn't even know it was blowing outside. Actually, I didn't know at all it was blowing outside. But then when I opened that door, man, it almost ripped my door off the hinges. It's like, damn. Yeah, like I said, man, sorry for the face. But you should have seen it a couple days ago. It was terrible. My brother looked at me. He was like, "Oh, no, dude." I was like, "Yeah." But I went to the dentist and they hooked me up. And then I got to go back and get my tooth pulled. So... I got a whole bunch of snacks in here, actually. Got these 2 huge oranges. Cara oranges, or whatever they're called. A whole bunch of honey buns. Some jelly beans. A couple of suckers. A couple of these. You know, just hanging out, man. For sure. Yep. Probably watch a movie on You Know Who later. I can't say her name. We should be talking shit. Should bring my guitar out here, and that would be awesome. Trying to give you a slow motion Pam with my lefty, so that's a hard one. But yeah, you get it. This is all it is, really. And a nice window. Alexa, play Indian flute music on YouTube.
Searching YouTube.
Must be like a bad signal or something. Yeah.
Domino's pepperoni stuffed cheesy bread is loaded with pepperoni. It's kind of like your favorite pizza's best friend.
But I'm right out back though, so that shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully YouTube doesn't give me a copyright claim for this Indian flute music. Gotta glue it a little bit better right here. Have to do that tomorrow. All in all, this worked out pretty good. I didn't even use a whole can. I bought 3 cans today. I bought 3 cans of Gorilla adhesive and 4 bottles of caulk, Gorilla caulk, extra heavy duty. Yep. I'm definitely proud of this thing, man. It's just I don't know how I feel about that water resting up, even though it's sealed 3 times, you know, on the outside. I just don't know how I feel about that water sitting up there like that, you know. You'd have to keep up on it and broom it off or something like that. Like I said, I'm gonna build a I'm gonna take 1 2x4 and just put it on the end here, screw it down, and you know, get some type of hopefully 4x8 piece of metal, you know, sheet metal. Or a tin roof would even be cool, you know? An actual tin roof. Roof. I think they sell those at Home Depot. Yeah, this 1.865. Most of them, because they like to do the teardrop, you know what I mean? So it only gives them, I think, like 6 something in the inside, but they do the kitchenette on the back, you know. So, but I was like, no, I want all 8 feet on the inside, you know, because it's more roomy for sure. And it is. Right here, this is like all my camping stuff, you know what I mean? Lots of blankets, pillows, mats, a few clothes and stuff, you know? Lots of gloves, hats, snowsuit, big jacket, gear bag, you know? You know, I could have all this extra room, but it's not a big deal to me, man. Not at all. think I'm gonna put some trim around the window on the outside of the door tomorrow. And then I think I'm gonna frame the inside of the door tomorrow. And I might put some bottom trim around the outside of the camper and caulk it, of course. I don't know if that's dumb or not though. Let me know if that's dumb. To put some bottom trim, you know, like, I don't know, 1x1 or 2x2, probably 1x1 board, or 1x2, actually, that's what I'll do, 1x2, put some bottom trim just on the outside of the camper, and stain it, seal it and stain it, and then caulk it underneath and top and sides. Huh. I don't see any problem with it. You guys let me know. I'm gonna do it. I don't know. Maybe see what people say. I'll give it like 3 days or something to think about it. Pretty impatient guy though. Getting close to bedtime. It's about 11:30. I don't know. Alexa's not staying right now. She's playing Indian flute music. Soothing the soul. Gotta love that big old window though, that's for sure. I was gonna make one of these side walls right here. I was gonna make one of them all the way, pretty much like a door. I was gonna have a window double that size on one of these side walls and have the wall pop all the way up on some like air hinges or whatever those are called, you know. I was like, no, man, it'll get too cold in the winter, and there's just too much of that. There's too much of a chance of that big old window breaking somehow, you know what I mean? Because I got kids and stuff, and, you know, not even them. I wouldn't really be worried about them, but, you know, it's too big of a window, and it'd let too much cold air, not cold air, but cold through, you know? So I just went with this style right here. It's the easiest one, you know. I thought with the walls being like black, there wasn't going to be any lighting, you know, that was going to be able to project off, but I mean, I was wrong. It works kind of well, I guess, because there's some white fuzz in there, you know. That would be my guess. I should probably get a strip of lights that is, this one's 10, so I should probably get one that's like 20, you know? And have it go all the way around. Might be too bright though, to be honest. This is probably good. You know, there's not much you can do, you know, setup wise in the inside. I thought the easiest thing to do was make one side my bed and the other side stuff. I also thought at one point take all this out of here and just keep it, keep the covers and stuff like on the chair, and take the tote out and scoot this table in the corner for like a nightstand, and have a little more room. But this isn't bad, man. I got all my gear in here and that's kind of what I need, so it works out. But yeah, I think it's getting time for bed. I should probably make it. Hopefully the tripod isn't in the way, because I'm going to try that. Alexa, stop playing music. Alexa, stop playing. Alexa, go home. Actually, that's better. A lot better. I like. It's one of these. It's a USB, but it's a whole different style. I don't know if you can see that. I like to leave it half plugged in, so I don't have to find it, you know. Definitely gonna have to go pee before bed. Yep. This is so comfortable. This ain't the prettiest cut job up here, but eventually I'm going to do the ceiling, so it'll overlap it. Alright. It's time to go to bed. That's for sure. It's 11:27. It's only Thursday. Man, it gets too hot in here. That is for damn sure. That's for sure. Sorry for the swollen face. It should be better tomorrow, though. It was terrible. You should have seen it. It was absolutely just fucked. It's 42 degrees still. I said it would hit 30 something by 2 or 3 in the morning. It's gonna snow. I can hear a little rain right now knocking off. You guys hear that? That sounds like snow and rain. It's gonna be a nice rainy sleep. Gonna hear rain beating off of it all night. That's cool. I don't mind that, not at all. Especially with the heater on. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. You guys gotta build one, man. I'm sure there's people that actually know how to do woodwork, you know? I know nothing about it. I've never built anything like this before, so I just knew that lightweight wasn't the way to go, you know what I mean? You know, we get strong winds here in Ohio, and they'd probably blow a lightweight camper over. But this one has decent amount of weight. It's not heavy duty. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a heavy duty camper, but it's not no 1,000-pound camper. Alright, I keep saying it's time for bed. It is time for bed.